everybody, it's Clara the Book Goddess, and today I'm going to share with you a few books that I think the characters from my novel Captain Guinevere would read. So this video is to kind of let you know a little bit more about my characters, if you have or haven't read the book. Also, I will definitely link it down below for you guys so you guys can go check it out if you're interested. So Captain Guinevere is about Gwendolyn Patience, who is a princess, and she is betrothed to Ignatius Loyal, who is the prince of Voyagea. And she doesn't like it too much. Gwen is a very independent person, and she doesn't like the idea of being forced to marry someone. So she runs away and is kidnapped by slave traders, along with her friends Isolde and Veronica, and eventually she commandeers the ship. Well, later she accidentally kidnaps her betrothed without knowing that he is her betrothed. And she slowly finds herself starting to fall for him, and there is a lot of other stuff in that book, but that is pretty much what it is about. And so I'm going to start with telling you guys some books that I think the main character, Gwendolyn Patience, would read. So Gwen is described as being a person that would rather hunt than read, but since my world is medieval, hunting was a very, very complex, well-planned affair, and so she doesn't get to hunt that much, especially because in the novel she spends most of the time on the ocean in a boat, and let's just be honest, you really can't hunt when you're on a boat. It just doesn't work. Unless it's like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which this is not. So, the books I think she would read are The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. I think she would really go for the idea of a dude that was locked up and came back when everybody thought he was dead as multiple different people, so she could totally love this book. Also, I see her reading the Lunar Chronicle series by Marissa Meyer. Gwen strikes me as the person that would like a bit of a darker fairy tale retelling, and that is definitely what this series is. This series gets creepy every once in a while, and she would love it. The next character I'm going to talk about is Ignatius, who is Gwen's betrothed. Ignatius is very sweet and gentle, but also very, very loyal. I mean, it's his last name. His last name is Loyal, so he's a very loyal person. So he would probably like a good mystery, so I say he would love Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. This is a mystery about the Orient Express, and a dude is killed, and nobody knows who did it, and it is Agatha Christie's famous detective figuring out who did it, and it is very, very interesting and will confuse you, but Ignatius would read this, and he would love it. Also, I can see him reading the Starcatcher series by Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson. This is about the origins of Peter Pan, and if you have not read this, this is one you should totally pick up because it is amazing. It's a middle grade series, but Ignatius would be a Peter Pan fan. I can see him liking the whimsical, just happy side of Peter Pan and him totally going for this book. The next character I'm going to talk about is Veronica, who is a witch. She is a very dark person who likes to keep to herself in a way, and so I can see her reading some darker, creepy books. The books I have for her I actually have not read, nor am I allowed to read one of them. I haven't asked about the other, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be allowed to. So the first one is Three Dark Crowns, and by Kendar Blake is the one who wrote this. This is a book about three princesses who are fighting each other for the crown, and they basically have to kill each other one way or another. So Veronica would like this. I can also see her liking The Hunger Games, which I have not read either. And Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This is the one I am not allowed to read. I'm not exactly certain why. Maybe I'll be allowed to read it when I'm a little older. But this book just screams Veronica. I mean, it's got creepy pictures in it, and I can see her going for that and just loving it. So the next character I'm going to talk about is Isolde, who is an immortal woman who has been through a ton. She has a very tortured past. The villain brutally abused her in multiple ways, emotionally especially. So Isolde strikes me as a person that would not like fantasy or magic in her books because magic has been such a horrible influence on her life in her past. So I can definitely see her being a historical fiction person, so I think she would like Gone with the Wind and Scarlet. These are amazing. If you have not seen the Gone with the Wind movie, you should watch it, and you should read the book. The book kind of drags, but it is still very good, and Scarlet is the sequel by a different author, Alexander Ripley wrote this one, and it is just a very good book. I liked this one better than Gone with the Wind. It was set in Ireland for most of it, and Isolde would love these because it gets her away from her magic-filled, creepy world, and it would just be good for her to pick this up and read it, I think, because it would make her happy, and I love Isolde, and she's just a very sweet, gentle person, even if she is as tortured as she is, and I think she would really like it. Also, The Passion of Dulce by Julie Berry. This is a very dark historical novel, I'm just gonna be honest. It's about two girls in the Inquisition, one of which is accused of being a heretic, and she is being hunted so the Catholic Church can burn her, which is not good. So, Isolde would like this, even though it is creepy and dark, but at the same time it's historical and would get her away from her magic-filled world. Okay, so the next two characters I'm going to talk about are not very important in Captain Guinevere, but they will be in books 2 and 3 in the trilogy. So the first one is Audric Loyal, who is Ignatius's uncle, even though they're only 2 years apart. He is 20, Ignatius is 18. Audric is hard to explain. In a way, he's sweet and kind, but also he's very fierce and loyal as well, and like, don't mess with me, don't mess with the people I love, or I will kill you. That's pretty much Audric, and I can definitely see him being the biggest Potterhead ever. I don't know exactly why he would love these books, but like, when I think Audric, I think Harry Potter right there, and he would probably be a Gryffindor, definitely, and I just don't know what it is, but he would totally love these for reasons I am not sure of, and I created the dude, so not sure. Also, I can see him loving The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series by Michael Scott. This is another long series, but he would go for this. I think he would like the whole mythology thing, and this book has so much mythology in it, it's confusing at times, but he would love these. He would love these so much. Okay, so the final character I'm going to talk about is Aira Patience, who is Gwen's sister. Little sister's sweet, precious, innocent thing. She's like 15 at the start of the book, and she is about as sweet as they come, and I just love her so much. And I would see her being a romance fan. So why not Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen? This is like the classic romance, and Aira would love Mr. Darcy, or Mr. Bingley. I think I could see her liking Mr. Bingley. But she would be a huge Jane Austen fan, and I think Pride and Prejudice would definitely be her favorite. Also, Aira would read Entwined by Heather Dixon. This is a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses. I talk about this in like every single one of my videos because it's my favorite book. So Aira would go for this. I think she would relate to Clover, who is the sister of our main character Azalea in this book, and it just seems like something she would read. I'm not exactly certain why. I think it's because it's just very elegant and beautiful and well crafted, and it sounds like something she would love. So that's it. I will definitely link to where you can buy Captain Guinevere down below. And if you guys like this video, I would love to do more of them for the other characters that I didn't talk about, because I have quite a large cast in Captain Guinevere. So if you guys are interested in seeing more videos where I talk about my characters, please let me know down below in the comments. And thank you once again for watching, and don't forget to follow the blog and subscribe. So bye!